But when lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary, we met Fleece Johnson, a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
Well, you have sexual desires, right? I mean, you have a bunch of men locked up, all of them get hard. All of them gets horny. All of them have sexual desires, right? So what they gonna do? You won't let them have a woman, so they gonna have, somebody's gonna give up some booty. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Now, the most memorable story we had coming from Fleece Johnson was about the importance that he says that booty has inside of this here prison. And that boy just kept going on and on and on about that booty. So, Fleece, just how important was booty? In this prison, booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt, was more, I'm serious, was more important than water. That boy just kept going on. Was more important than Beyonce to Destiny's Child. And on. Was more important than Michael Jackson is to Chris Brown. And on about that booty. It's more important than kissing a man in the mouth is to Lil Wayne. I see you, Weezy. I want you. And I like you. So, Mr. Johnson, what about your family? Did they hold any importance to your day-to-day life? All I wanted was man butt, Mr. Hale, and excuse me. So I see they provide the prisoners with good bottles of sweet tea. I heard it's pretty good down there in the kitchen. So things can't really be that bad in here, right? Oh no, Mr. Hale, that's booty juice. Excuse me, son. Did you just say that's booty juice? Yes, sir. Well, booty juice is when you're in the shower with another man. What you do is you take a cup and you place it under the crack of his booty. So that way, once the soap suds, sometimes I like them to use pina colada bathing gel. So that way it gives me a hint of coconut in the booty juice. You let the water collect into the cup. And then what you do is you add a half of teaspoon of sugar, a half a spoon of grape jelly, and then at the end you get some toilet liquor, and you add about 4 or 5 shots just for an extra kick. But depending on how many times he has washed his booty will depend on how flavorful the booty juice really is. So this is your creation? Yes, I am the founder and CEO of Booty Juice Incorporated. Johnson went on to tell our crew how he used to satisfy his sexual desires, especially during the 70s and the sexy hot 80s, when he was most active and prison security was more lax. See, they have this new style, right? Well, they like to sag their pants below their heat. Oh, excuse me, I mean, they booty. Thinking about these saggy pants reminds me of this one time I was walking into the shower, and that's when I saw Chris. The water was glistening off the back of his. As he reached over to grab that soap, I rushed over to him and I said, Chris. I licked him on the ear. And I said, Chris, I want you. And of course he said yes. So I pulled my dick out and I stuck it in his. And then as I was sitting there pumping him in his, I said, Mr. Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry. But we were talking about sagging pants. But like I said, to us, it's sexy, right? And I think when these prisoners came up in here, they weren't prepared for it. So I'm just gonna let you know, if you sag your pants in here, somebody's gonna be up in your butt. And it's just that simple.
Johnson even let the lockup crew know that when he was in his prime, they wouldn't be safe from his advances either.
See, when I was back in my prime, I probably would have felt one of y'all's butts as y'all walked by and dared y'all to say something. Speaking of saying something, I like that little T.I. looking fella back there in the back. Yeah, we like you little light-skinned fellas up in here because let me tell you why, we make y'all get loose. That's right, call me the king. You know, you can have whatever you like. Call me the rubber band man. I'm boing, that's right. But that's how we do it up in here. What you know about that? You know, that's how it is up in prison now. So speaking of, man, hey man, let me get some of that man butt. Let me get some of that butt. I mean, there's no shame in my game. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've ever done. I am what I am. But also let it be known that I'm a warrior too. So just make sure that my story reflects that I'm a warrior, a booty warrior.